Greetings. Today I would like to show you my recent game. I didn't record it, but the game is interesting because of many mutual threats and interesting final position and final attack. I would like to share with you. So we start with. I start with the black and the opponent start with king's pawn. I replied and then we played Scotch Opening. So here he took the pawn. He didn't play Scotch Gambit, which I like because I don't have much experience with Scotch Gambit. Here at least I play some move which I know, using my general understanding of chess and something that I learned in actually Italian opening. So right now I played knight f6 before, and he had a temptation to play e5, but now he decided to prepare the move with bishop e5. And still the e5 shouldn't work because I have queen e7. So before his king is not castled, he cannot play e5. So now he decided to castle the queen, and I was thinking that sooner or later he will play e5 and I will not like it. Therefore I decided to delay this action and press him a little bit, attacking his pawn f2. The engine suggests f5. Probably it's a cool move, but I start attacking the bishop, because if the bishop moves, so I can take the pawn. I'm thinking of that and didn't pay attention to the strategy anymore. So now I return to e5 because I don't want to return to f6. So I keep in mind that I can also play f5 if possible. So he castle and I push the bishop more. The bishop returns. I attack the bishop again, and he returns. So right now I'm attacking the bishop, making moves, and right now I move my knight into safe position. Not e5, but g6 is more safe for free because he follows me, and it cost me f6, but it doesn't matter. f6 is also a good move in this situation, because after f6 I can develop my bishop. So I think I can be thankful to the opponent. So he developed the bishop on e2, a very calm move instead of bishop b4. I decided to improve my position a little bit more, so I want him to move the pawn a3, just in case for the future. And he moves, so I step back. Or maybe I just waste this time. He plays f4. I play bishop f7. He moves the knight d5, and right now the engine suggests to castle, but I'm afraid of that. To castle to the king side would be equal to the cell, like shooting yourself to the head, because he can attack me with all his powers, his bishop which look to my direction, etc., and rooks and queen. So I decided to regroup my knight just in case, because I want to play f5. Maybe I had to play f5 earlier, but now he takes my bishop and I retake. It's now I understand. Okay, I understand that how a3 can help me. So I need to. Okay, bishop b4. In fact, he thinks that he attacks me and check me because After c6, I will need to think about pawn d6, need to protect it, but in fact I don't want to protect the pawn, I want counterattack. And he captures, I capture with a pawn. The agent doesn't like it, but my idea was to open the file. So he check, I move, and he moves his knight. Now I don't understand the reason for this strange knight move, but yeah, it would be nice to move knight c7, knight d6, knight e5, but I was thinking it's a little bit long. So I decided to attack the pawn. He plays queen b4, and it seems that I don't know, I didn't like to take the pawn. Agent said it's a good idea. I decided to put pressure on the king's pawn, and later it will be useful. So also I want to move the king because I want to take the pawn. He attacks my queen, exchange, and then he brings the second rook to the same position. Probably he wants to do the same, I don't know. So I attack the pawn e4, and he still thinks that pawn f4 is not, it cannot be taken, but in fact if I take the pawn he will recapture, and I will recapture with a check, and then I can return my queen or move the knight somewhere else to g6, for instance. So basically he needs to protect it. He didn't, and I take the pawn. He attacked my queen, but I have a chance to check him, and so it was actually a mistake to attack my queen. I think right now I move my queen. He wants to attack my bishop, but this is really doubtful move, maybe big mistake, but so far the agent didn't find anything bad. So, and notice that recently after I take the pawn, so the agent estimate my position as positive, I mean as good. He moves my queen, and he attacked my knight, and I attack the queen. He moved, so I cannot play g5 because he will capture the pawn f6. Now I decide to move the bishop from the attack, and I think the attack on c2 is more important, on the king pawn is more important. So he had a chance to take the bishop, and right now it seems that so I would play e5, knight e5, he can return rook d2, and I can develop rook f5. So it seems my position is kind of all my pieces on the king side, and my position a little bit uncomfortable. King is not developed, didn't castle, but because of the pawn and on h4 I can develop my rook. And in general, so he can take the pawn b6, so I develop the rook. He can probably, taking the bishop is not, or taking the pawn is not good. So it looks like my position has many threats on both sides, so my position is vulnerable, but at the same time it's difficult to do something about it. So he needs to protect this position. Then I attack the pawn and the two pawns, g2 and c2. He needs to move the king, and then I can attack this pawn, or I can attack here. So the position considered as equal. Okay, even when the white takes the pawn, the position would be good. I mean, not so cool, but competitive in this situation. But here I decided to attack my pawn on b3, on b6, and it was a mistake. I kind of I actually imitate that I hide the knight, so I just cut the connection between the knight and the queen, and he had a chance to move back and his position would still be okay, but he decided to take the pawn, and the agent found a simple move. I saw it, but I was thinking that the queen protects, it doesn't work well, and I already have 19 seconds, so I decided to choose a steady way, which is look nice in this case, to develop my rook, just to improve the position. Didn't think about simple attack or strong attacks, just to improve the position. And he captured my knight, which is a final mistake. In fact, the agent or the bishop, okay, here I can win this way, but he protects, and still complicated. So I was thinking, yeah, rook f5 works much better, especially after he answers queen d4. Then I play check, rook, king moves, then I play another check, and right now the knight, the white loses rook for the knight. However, he moves to e2, and I found the nice move, queen f5. And in this position, so just few moves ago, position of white looks okay. I just make my first move, rook h5, and rook move out of the storage room, some storage room where it's stored, and it couldn't play. Now I take it out, and then after he moves, after he took the pawn, he just helped me because I can move my rook and attack the king. And then I move the rook again, so now rook is in the center, rook becoming the star within 3 moves. And after that I check him, and instead of moving to c3, actually from c3 I could attack him. If he moved to c3, I could still attack him with the queen, or I could attack him with the rook. No, rook not possible, but queen. Even now his position is not so good, but the way he played is king e2, and then I found a nice, very good move with the queen. So right now I threat with the check. So if he moves his, I don't know, rook somewhere, it will be a checkmate. So literal checkmate like this, and no chance to protect. So in order to checkmate, I need to protect my rook. The opponent didn't overlook that, and it's fantastic move by queen f5. Now I can attack him and win the game. So what he can do, so if the queen plays to g4 to protect, so in that case I take the pawn, he takes my rook, and I fork the queen. He moves, and I take the queen, then checkmate very soon. Then check, he moves, I check again, he moves, I attack him here, he moves, I attack him here, and win the rook. So the position is broken. Position of white is broken. So the other move is to take the knight, but taking the knight with the queen is not a good idea. So this is nice. Okay. Yeah, actually the position was bad for black, but black makes it impossible, and actually leads to a beautiful checkmate. Okay, I hope you like this this game. I hope you like this final combination, and in fact the combination depends on black, on white too. White helps a lot to make me, to help me organize the combination, and now it works a beautiful way. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like it. See you next time. Bye bye.